All right, everybody. Hi, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to just about the Easter weekend, I guess, the long weekend. This is Thursday, April the 17th, 2025. Welcome. It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. It's the last day of the week for trading, and it's option expiry day today for a whole bunch of contracts. And this happens to be the third week for option expiry. This is the most active Friday or Thursday we're going to have for expiries for the month. Normally, we would have option expiry tomorrow, Friday the 18th, but tomorrow's a holiday. The markets are closed. And so the option market uses today as option expiry day, and it should be active. A lot of activity going on. We'll watch for that. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for popping in here. The Big E is here. Deep Value is here. Andrea is here. Not Your Normal Trader is here. Francis Lee Rice is here. Deep Value. George is already here. Welcome, everyone, to the program. Hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. Give us a little boost on the thumbs up right away this morning. Let YouTube know that this channel engages with its viewers. And with thumbs ups, you're telling YouTube, hey, this channel, even my crazy opinion is occasionally mentioned. Thank you all and everyone. If you're here all the time, you're here because I talk about the markets in plain English. And you've also figured out that I really try to guide you guys, give you an idea of how you can make money in the market, rather than going after long shot bets that hope that someday it'll work out. I talk to you about writing options and making money from the options market as an option writer. Be the Casino's here. Awesome O is here. H. Gregory, Charlie is here. Welcome all to the program this morning. Nice to have you here. Thanks for these thumbs ups. You guys keep them coming. Yeah, we try to talk to you here about how to write options and make money doing that. The classes I have, 18 of them, they're on sale right now. If you're interested, you can buy 4 for the price of 3. If you're truly interested in becoming an option writer rather than a gambler, you're going to become a casino rather than the sap on the floor that pulls the handle on a slot machine. You want to become a casino and make consistent money in the options market and from this stock market. Well, 18 lessons are waiting for you to be scooped up. You just have to go to my website to look them up. But you can also just go down below in the description under this video. All 18 classes are listed there. The titles are there. They're on sale right now. The trick is, there's a trick. There's a catch. In order to get the deal, you have to reach out to me. Oh, no. Oh, yes. You have to send me an email. And the email address is down below, too. Just send me an email and say, hey, Bruce, I'd like to get 4 classes on your deal. What do I do? And I'll give you the instructions on what's it all about. Normally, you buy 1 class, they're $200 each. But right now, they're $150 a class. If you buy 4 or more, they're $150 a piece. So if you want 5, you can get 5 for $150 each. You want 6 of them, you want 7, you want 12 of them. Just do the math. 150 American bucks per class. And I'll tell you how to send the funds in, and then we'll figure out which 4 you wish, or 6 or 7 or whatever number you want, and I'll send you the links on a private email, and then you've got your links going forward, and you can rewatch the classes as many times as you like. Start with number 1, go to number 2, go to 3, go to 4. After 1 or 2 classes, you're already in a position now with what you're going to figure out from these first 2 classes. You're going to be able to immediately open an account with your broker, whoever you use online. You'll be able to open up one of these practice accounts with any of these brokerage firms. And then you can start trading options in practice accounts where you can mimic the trades of the folks here who are here all the time. And you can just sit there and go, well, is so-and-so making money in this trade? Well, let's find out. I'll just do the trade he just did or she just did. And I'll put that in my practice account. And let's see if this thing works out or not. Many of my longtime followers and Go Bagel members right up here started off with class number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and started to write options bit by bit. Practice account first, then real. And I will tell you that a vast majority of my viewers have found it quite normal where they they write options for the very first time, or second time or third time, and they tell me, Uncle Bruce, I've already brought in $1,500 of capital by offering options on my stock. Just like you talk about, I've got 1,500 in my account from option premiums, and I'm up like 500 already in the first week because these things depreciate, just like you talk about. That's already paying for, like, at 150 a class, that's already 3 paid for. If I turn this thing over with a $750 profit, I close these out as they drop to about half their value, and then I write another batch for another $1,500. 750 is in my pocket, and I got another 1,500 waiting. That's 5 classes, $750. That's 5 of your classes. If I make another 750 on this next trade, that's 10 of your 18 classes paid for. And I've only been writing for a few weeks. Uncle Bruce, I'm doing this for the rest of my life. I mean, come on. This won't take me long to pay for the entire 18 classes. Yeah, unlike college, where you have to go to college for 3 or 4 or 5 years, depending on what school you go to and where you go to school, and what classes you're taking, what degree you're trying to get or license you're trying to get. A college course can be 4 years long and will run you $50,000 to $80,000 a year out of your pocket to do. Fees, tuitions, cost of living, daytime classes. How are you going to work? Here, you can take my classes on the side. They're about an hour and a half to 2 hours each. You can pause it in the middle and pick it up later. You can rerun it. You can go back 10 minutes and, what did he say? Oh, that's what that meant. You're writing down notes. Pretty simple stuff. Those of you who are really into this, and some of you figure out what we're talking about here is real. That we're not running around giving you a waste of time here. We're talking about making real money in option writing. Some of you folks who see this and go, I had no idea that I could do this at age 61. I have a 401k. I've got an IRA. I have a brokerage account. I have an investment account with $100,000 in there that's sitting in like 3 or 4 ETFs doing jack shit. And I'm watching this guy for like a 3 or 4 days. I can write options too, you say, and you take a couple of my classes and you start writing options within a month, and you're going, good God, Uncle Bruce, I've just hauled in $3,000 on my $100,000. I've just hauled in $3,000 on it. There's all your classes. I mean, I can't give you $3,000 for all your classes. At $150 a shot, it's $2,700. That's every class you've ever done. I can't watch all 18 in one day. This is going to take me weeks. Yes, that's right. This is for the rest of your life. This is not a 1-week wonder story or a get rich quick in a week and then don't ever worry about it again. No, this is forever, and you don't have to buy a class every month for the rest of your life. You grab these now, you start watching them, and you'll figure out of the 18 classes, 5 to 10 to 12 of them really talk to you, and you are figuring out, oh my God, I actually am in disguise. What I really am is a credit spread writer. That's actually what I should be doing. Or you'll go, no, I'm a cash secured put writer. That's what turns me on. Or I'm a covered call writer. That's exactly where I want to be. Or you do a little bit of all of it. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. You decide. It's in your hands. I don't dictate to tell you what you have to do. You decide where it is you want to go, because you've decided it's time for me to take over my life. And when that time comes, you'll know. You'll wake up one morning and go, enough of this crap. I am taking over my life. I am really upset, frustrated, nervous, any emotion you have, whatever the emotion is about the world in which you're in, whether you're upset at politics, you're upset at your office, your work environment, you're upset with your family structure, you're upset with your family situation, whatever it is, there will come a point in time where you'll say, okay, I don't need a New Year's resolution to change my life, like they say in the movies. I'm going to change my life quietly without saying anything to anybody right now. And I'm going to make a move to learn how this option thing works without talking to anyone else about it. I don't want a family member judging me saying, oh, you took his classes last month and you haven't made any money yet. You don't want any of that pressure. So you're taking classes on your own. You're hanging out here in your own time, nice and early in the morning, perhaps, and you are learning how to write options. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize, you know what, Bruce, you're right. As I take these classes and I hang out with you guys every day and I do these, pointing right now at the comments apparently on my thing. I engage with these people with a code name. I call myself something, but not my real name. Nobody knows I'm here. None of my relatives know. None of my friends know. None of my coworkers know. I am in this little world every morning with Uncle Bruce and the gang. I'm part of this familia. And we are talking in code that no one I know talks like this. Days to expiry. In the money contracts. Stink bits. The 90-10 rule. Covered calls. Poor man covered calls. Call credit spreads. No one you know knows what that means. And you have to catch yourself once in a while when you're out there you're exposed to family and relatives to not talk like that when we're with them, because they're going to look at you. What are you saying? I don't know. What are you talking about? Did you watch a movie or something? You're here and you're writing contracts and you're learning how to write options and you are changing your economic trajectory. And that's all that you have to do. You've decided to make the move and enough's enough. How many times are you going around in life? Once. Are you satisfied at age 35 with how it's going? Everything was going great when you're in your teens and in your late teens with high school and going to college. I got a free ride, or I didn't, or I moved out of the house and moved out of state, and I moved to the other side of the country to get away from my mom and dad and brothers and sisters, to get out and explore the world for myself, and graduated, and it was all just great. And I got a really neat looking job with a neat looking firm because they were recruiting me at school, and everything was going, man. It was just going. And 5 and 10 years later, you're going, wait a minute. There are people behind me who have passed me at work. Graduates that graduated 5 years after I graduated. I have 5 years experience. And in the second and third year of their gig, they got promoted above me. And it's not working for me anymore. And it's like, wait a minute, maybe I'm in the wrong area of this corporation, and human resources has labeled me a level whatever person, and there's just no upside here. There's a limited number of upsides, and I've reached it. And I'm now expected from age 35 until age 65 to grind out a living. And you're looking around your workspace, and you're looking at 45-year-olds and 55-year-olds and 60-year-olds that are you in the future, and you don't like what you see. You just, from the beginning to the end, you're going, oh my God, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be like that person in 10 years. I don't want to be like that person in 20 years. But that's where I'm headed, because these people are in the job I'm in 10, 15 years ahead of me. And oh my God, that's my upside. That's my future, Uncle Bruce. Maybe I could work with Bruce's gang here and learn a whole lot about the stock market that while I've got time, because I do have time right now to learn and thrive and grow. That's what I'm trying to tell you every day. I hope it works for you. I know it can. Welcome, Mark, to the show. Andre is here. Andre Della Torre, no less, is in the house. Hector's here. Chase Rosita Parker, good morning. Welcome. Bruce, are you still running that buy 3, get 1 free on the classes? Were you typing while I was talking? Yes, we're doing it. Send me a private email and we'll get you figured out. Anyway, there you go. Russ says, I switched my wife's 403B to my brokerage, Fidelity, in January. I've made 18 grand in it since then, January. I would have never been up that much sitting on an ETF. What a joke. Well, welcome, Russ, to the party. And congratulations. So you might need to become a member of this channel here. Gold Bagel member awaits. Deep Value, each class should be $500 each minimum. You should be charging $500. Cash secured puts and covered calls is the way to go. Russ is getting it. Rock and roll, Russ. Congratulations. And, not to just you, but your entire family, because this is going to benefit the household, isn't it? That's good stuff, man. Charlie, a sale is on for the month of April. Wonky, get 4 for the price of 3. Weber, good morning. I'm number 48, Bruce. We're giving you thumbs ups right now. Jeff, good morning, everybody. Let's make some money. There's a guy making money in the market. Check that hat. Look at that. Check that guy. You see that smiling face? Not my smile. See his? Yes, money is being made in that household. Well done, everybody. Robert is in the house. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen and all stock markets with Brucers. Good morning, Robert. Juan, good morning. Free range. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Robert, number 54 on the thumbs up this morning. Bruce, you're already in the 50s, man. You're going for 200 thumbs ups today. You're going to get it. You're going to get 200 today. I don't think I hit 200 yesterday. I think we ended up at 160 thumbs ups. All that work. That's all I got. Unbelievable. I'm trying. I'm trying to get you richer. Welcome, everybody. Will SoFi shares pop to $15 in the next 7 trading days? That is the question of this show. Because the first quarter earnings are coming out before the market opens on Tuesday morning, April 29th. And you're going, 29th of April? Bruce, that's forever from now. Why are you bothering us with talk of April 29th, man? It's only the 17th of April. What? And I'm saying, yeah, well, we don't trade tomorrow. That's one day we don't trade. We don't trade Saturday. We don't trade Sunday. That's 3 days coming up we don't trade. And then we have 5 days we're open, and then we're closed next Saturday and next Sunday. That's 5 days we don't trade between now and the 29th of April. Well, this is the 17th. There's 12 days. Take away 5 days we don't trade. There's only 7 days of trading, and today is one of them. After today, there are 6 trading days left before SoFi announces their results. And a lot of people they forget the fact that, oh yeah, the 29th actually is only 6 days away, trading days, because there's a new lingo in your life. There's a new language in your life. Trading days, days to expiry, and now that is days to earnings. Yes, that's true, Bruce. I hadn't thought of that. Bobby Atkinson, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Sharon is here from Central New Jersey. Welcome, number 61. Thank you. Katie, good morning, everybody. I am number 62, Uncle Bruce. You're not in the 30s and 40s and 50s anymore. You're now in the 60s for your thumbs up meter. Thank you, everyone. We've only been on the air at 18 minutes. Thank you. Makisco, a lot of my coworkers are still working in their 70s, man. Are you kidding me? I found Uncle Bruce and retired last year at 62. I knew I had to figure out a way not to work to my 70s. Writing options was the answer. I love these. Oh man, do I look at the smile on this guy's face. This right here is all you have to know whether or not you should become an option writer. I mean, if a 62-year-old can retire after finding this channel, right there, that's got to tell you that age 28, at age 38, at age 45, at age 56. What are you waiting for? 62-year-olds can do this? You going to wait till you're 62 to learn how to write options? Are you nuts? I congratulate you out there who are well under 62 years of age. I congratulate you if you're over 62 years of age. If you find this channel and you hang out here a little while about how to write options and you start to do it, and you become just like this beautiful viewer right here, I breathe a sigh of relief. We have saved another one. We've saved another person, because I don't want you working until your 70s. I don't want you working until the day before you pass away. Now, look, if you are the chairman and chief executive officer of Apple at age 73 and you're making $1 billion a year and you're being flown around the world in a private jet and you've got bodyguards and you have a villa in the Mediterranean and you have a condo in New York and you've got a beautiful house in Cupertino, California. Oh, great. I don't think I have that viewer here. I don't think I have that person. I have on this channel the bottom 90% of America watching me, and Canada and elsewhere. I don't have the top 10 percenters watching me here. Why would a billionaire watch this show? Why would a billionaire hang out with me? Pointless. Billionaires hire people indirectly to watch me. If they even do that. There are millionaires who watch this show. There are millionaires who follow this channel. And they are sitting there listening to the old man just rant away. And they're going, oh, that's a good nugget. Oh, that's a piece of information that's good to know. Like the US dollar is getting hammered right now around the world. That's good to know. It's not a good thing to happen. It's just good to know that the US dollar is getting the crap kicked out of it. And that is bad for Americans, individual Americans, and it's bad for American businesses. And it will affect the stock market, inflation, and the economy. It's good to know that. Now, what do you do with that information? Well, millionaires are going, yeah, that US dollar thing, Bruce. Those guys at those kids in the White House, they don't talk about that. They don't on the right-wing media that millions of Americans are exposed to, so-called the truth. They're not being told about how the American dollar being hammered around the world in a hurry is a bad thing for them. They're not being told this stuff because the White House doesn't want to talk about that. No, they want to talk about how great everything is going to be. Great. Real. All right. Well, anyway, welcome all. Mitch, yesterday you were talking about shops locking up merchandise. Yes, I was talking about anti-theft measures. It started during the last administration due to the lotting and vandalism. Now the left wants to blame it on tariffs. That's rich. Oh, okay. The fact that the standard of living of Americans has been dropping for 15, 20 years or longer is not a Trump thing. I don't believe I mentioned that merchandise is being locked up simply because of the administration today. I have mentioned, and you're right, Mitch, the lockup has begun, 3 years ago it started already? Because a whole bunch of folks out there are missing out on the win to get ahead. We've talked about this one little thing many times on this show. I've talked about the fact that out of all, and this is just, I'm not picking on America, but I read this in various publications out of the United States. So I'm going to stay in the wheelhouse, stay in the country here. The bottom 90% of Americans demographically, the bottom 90%, which is most of America. I mean, let's face it, the top 10% of Americans' financial winners, the top 10 percentile is the top 10% of the country. That's it. So what's 380 million people? 38 million are in the top 10%. Now, of those, there are children, there are teenagers, right? There are students that are in school of well-to-do. So the top 10% earners are maybe 12 million, 14 million of the 38 million, half maybe. The rest, 300 plus million, are 90 percenters or lower. These folks, and the lower you go, the more of them there are. It's like a pyramid, isn't it? Isn't it like a pyramid of success? I might get my one elbow here and my other elbow there, and I put these. The very top 10 percenters are the winners. The bottom 90 percenters are trying to get there. The bottom 10%, the bottom 20, and the bottom 30 make up 150 million Americans, and use the same proportion of numbers for Canadians and other countries. Yeah, well, among the bottom 150 million Americans, there are some real tough stories out there. And you can class them any way you want. It's okay. But the reality is, where is the most crime committed from desperation, economic desperation? Not the top 10 percenters. They don't need to steal razor blades to buy razor blades. They can buy razor blades. They can go to Costco and buy a 36 pack on a deal. A very wealthy person walks into Costco and sees Gillette blades, $9 off from $45 to $36 for a pack of whatever, or they get a real deal on these blades. They'll buy that package. Whereas someone broke will buy 5 at Walgreens, and someone really broke will try to steal 5 or 1 or 2. Okay, you want to do all the studies in the world about who shoplifts and who doesn't. Okay. In any event, this locking up of merchandise started years and years and years ago, and it's going to get worse. And I think that was my point yesterday, that it's going to get worse, because if shaving blades come in from overseas, and they do, and other products come into your Walgreens store, your CVS store, your Walmarts, your Targets, your Costco, from outside the United States, you will be seeing price increases filter in to these stores on this item, then this one, and then this area. And you're just going to get used to the fact that, these prices are all up everywhere, because all this stuff that we buy all the time is imported. And that means more stuff is going to become under lock and key. That's all I've been saying. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just trying to, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to get you to do is make you make money, so you don't have to worry about this stuff. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm doing what I can. Robert, you got the right shirt on, and you got the right logo up. My work here is done. Thank you, Robert. Susan Shops, number 65. Christina, I'm number 68. I just woke up. Vacation is nice here. I love vacationing. Not your normal trader, Katie. Very sexy outfit. Interesting. Andrea, from now on, my birthday countdown will be in trading days. My birthday is in 6 days, 17 trading days. Way to go, Makisco, says Free Range, retiring at age 62 instead of 70s. Getting the hell out of there. Well done. Charlie Leffalo, did you write another meta call spread, Andrea? How you doing? Deep Value, Ryan Cohen should come on here. Makisco, wish I'd found you in my 20s. Would have been retired a long time ago. Never too late. I'm now traveling, enjoying life, adding years to my life from no stress. I cannot tell you. I try to tell you. I really do try to tell you how much I enjoy YouTubers that are in their 60s, 50s, who are traveling almost all the time. They're doing what's called slowcationing. People who are traveling to, say, Asia for 6 months, 2 months in Malaysia, 2 months in Thailand, a month in Vietnam, a month in Singapore, wherever. They're all over the place. 2 weeks here, 3 weeks here, a month here. Europe, slowcationers traveling in Europe for months and months at a time. They're house sitting. They're doing whatever they want to do. I love YouTubers like this. Look how relaxed they are. Look how happy they are. Look how they are trying to tell their viewers, hey, we're from Maryland, and we're from California. We're from New York. We're from wherever. We don't miss home. They're letting the world know this is what we're doing. You cannot believe the world out here. If you can get out of the bubble that you're stuck in right now, the America bubble, if you can get out of that, you'll see another world. And I just love watching those kinds of videos, because Jen and I do get out. We get out of Canada, we come here, and we also head to Europe. And we're looking to go down under, and we want to see more of the world too. Exciting stuff. Makisco or Mike Esco, I don't know, M-E, the big M. I love it. I couldn't be happier how it's going for you here. Vash, Bruce claims he's trying for likes, but I don't hear any threats of Yoko. If you were to threaten Yoko, you'd get a lot more likes. You give me 100 likes or I'm going to play Yoko. I think the same thing. Makisco says Deep Value. We were promised Yoko when he's got the record soon, I hope. Andrea, yes, I did. Andrea, 600, 605. I am doing another credit spread, says Andrea. I am. Tony D, blue cities allowed crime, illegals. It's all blue cities' fault. It's all the Democrats. Those are all the Tony drinking Kool-Aid and getting drunk. It's okay, Tony. It's okay. Are you an option writer, Tony? Do you want to make money in the market? You want to rant and rave about the left, the right, knock yourself out. I don't want to rant about the left and right. I don't. I just want to talk about how you can make money in the market. And when I read comments from Andrea and Deep Value and the Big M here, that's what turns me on, man. That's what I want to be about here. But anyway, hey, if you're into the Kool-Aid, I understand. Carl, where's the most crime committed? My guess would have been government, but I'll accept poor neighborhoods. Mark H is laughing. Not your normal trader. What about condoms for free? What about that? I don't know. Not your normal trader. Are you okay? Are you all right? Charlie, nice, Andre. I was looking at Meta yesterday for a call spread, but I haven't followed Meta long, so not confident enough to write on it. I maybe have a copy of your trade. Larry, good morning, everybody. I'm the 91st thumbs ups. Number 90. We're now in the 90s on the thumbs up meter. Thank you. 29 minutes away from the opening. Thank you. We're pushing 100 thumbs ups here shortly. Crazy 49er. I did my first call credit spread on Meta. This expires on May the 2nd. That's not very long from now. And this is a $595, $600 spread. And I got 40 cents for this thing. So I put up $500 of capital to bring in $40 of capital. Now, some of you out there going, he's doing all this for a lousy $40. And I remind those of you who don't know what credit spreads are about. This is 8% on your money for about 2 weeks of your time. And you could do one of these, which is a $500 trade, or you could do 10 of these, which is a $5,000 trade, giving you $400. You could do 100 of these, 50 grand to get 4,000. It's a question of what 8% kind of action do you want? Are you interested in putting $2,500 into a trade like this? That's five of these, you'd get $200 credit right now. So now you're sitting on $2,200 in cash doing 5 of these. And the whole strategy is let's let Meta drop in value here, because the Meta shares are nowhere near this price. If I've got my bearings right, let me just double check here. Meta. 502 is where the stock is. These are $595, $600 call options. And if you know anything about options, and you know that on May the 2nd, these are expiring and they're $90 out of the money. Well, of course, the odds of these contracts becoming worthless between now and May 2nd are very, very high indeed. And so Crazy 49er might close this trade when that spread is going from 40 cents to a nickel or a dime and say, yeah, I took $30 out of each of these, and I'm going to do another one. And this might be between now and next week. This is Thursday. We don't trade tomorrow. So these contracts don't trade tomorrow. They don't trade Saturday. They don't trade Sunday. They trade Monday. Next week, Friday or Thursday is the 24th of April. Next Friday is the 25th of April. And the Friday after that, these contracts expire. They have very few trading days left to live. Okay, they have today, 5 days next week, and 5 days the week after. They have 11 trading days. That's all they've got. They're going to die to zero well before the 11th trading day shows up. If this stock of Meta is at 505, 495, 510, 485, somewhere around here, these contracts are going to be at virtually nothing by middle of next week. And Crazy 49er is going to report back to us. You remember that trade I did, Uncle Bruce, that call credit spread, that 595, 600 I did for the 40-cent credit? You remember that? I just closed it out for a nickel. I cleared 35 cents on it. And I'm writing another one for 3 weeks out again. And I'm going to be way ahead of the market. And I'm going to just take this dough. For some of you who are doing 10 or 20 of these at a time, you're bringing in $800, $400 for a week of your time on not a lot of money. You want to quit your day job. This trade can let you quit your day job, believe it or not. A measly $40 on a contract can let you quit your day job. This kind of a trade is something you could probably do 3 times a month, maybe 4 times a month, but easily 3 turnovers in a 30-day window. In other words, 5 grand can make you 120 less expensive, maybe make you $90 a month. 500 makes you 90. There you go. Triple. $500 makes you $90 a month. 5 grand makes you 900 a month. And 50 grand makes you 9,000 a month. So 25 grand make you 4,500 a month. 25 grand, you can quit your day job on this trade. Can you live on 4,500 bucks and pay capital gains taxes on that? And you won't have to pay capital gains on 4,500, I think, if you're an American, because the first 54,000 you make is tax-free anyway. I don't know your tax rules. Don't ask me. You know what I'm talking about. If you can bring in 5,000 a month in income, can you live on it? Can you live on 5,000 a month? Some of you can, some of you cannot. You're all different. But 25 grand, 30 grand, and this kind of trade, whether it's on Meta or whether it's on Google or Amazon or Tesla or NVIDIA or Apple or any of the Magnificent Sevens, bring in a measly 40-cent credit out of a $500 spread. This is a nothing burger trade. These are everywhere all the time. They're everywhere. You've taken my classes. You understand options. You understand calls. You understand puts. You understand expiry dates. You understand stink bids. You understand credit spreads. You understand the life of a contract. You understand the opposition against you on this kind of a trade. You understand that. You are going to be like crazy 49er going, I cannot believe I got 40 bucks credit to do this trade where I wrote a 595 call where the stock is 505 a freaking share, and it's only got 11 trading days in it. And I bought one for 600, and I got paid $40 for my $500 commitment on this trade. Are you kidding me, Bruce? I can't believe this is legal. I can't believe I can make this easy money. This is unbelievable. An 8% return on my money in 2 weeks. Uncle Bruce, really? Where were you 15 years ago, Uncle Bruce? God damn it. Why did I find you now? Andrea, go for it, Charlie. Mike H., Missouri has the highest murder rate in 2024. What color is that state? Oh, Mike is angry. Christina, I think I missed the Powell comment. Now I need to go look it up. I haven't followed the news. Mandu number 5. I'm number 92. The big M, I laugh a lot. It's Michelle Escobar. Now you know. Another female writer. My number one option writers, generally speaking, the most successful are women. They are women. I have guys who make a lot of money. I really do. I have some guys who do really well as option writers. They have found their calling. But I have a lot of women here who follow me, and they analyze what I say. They take a couple of classes, and then they just reserve judgment for a while, and they watch a little longer, and then they'll try some practice account trading, and then they'll try their first option or two, and then they'll take a few more classes, and they'll do some more writing, and they'll bring in more money than they need to pay for the classes. They're not stupid, and then they look me up for a one-on-one session. They'll say, Uncle Bruce, I need to talk to you for an hour. I want to reserve you for an hour for $500 because, my God, you are potentially going to change everything in my life economically, everything, which changes my work, my lifestyle, my game plan going forward, my retirement timing. I got to talk to you, man. Because you can't go to a relative. You can't go to your local banker. You cannot go to a pastor in a church and talk to them about option spreads, about how it's going to change your life. You can't go to your local savings and loans and have a chat, even with the manager. You want to talk to a manager of your local bank about learning how to write spreads to retire on. I mean, these people are going to look at you and go, I can talk to you about a car loan. I can talk to you about a mortgage. I can refer you. I can give you a referral. I can give you a business card to our asset manager people. These are the ones out of, theoretically out of New York, the geniuses out of New York. Oh, I can see. But I can't talk to you about option writing. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a branch manager. I'm 48 years old. I've been with this organization for 10 years, and I go to these seminar meetings that head office sends me to at the regional level, and they tell us to write car loans or not write car loans, or push these kinds of mortgages, or push guaranteed investment certificates, or push this or push that. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't go anywhere for this advice. And the big M is going, I know where I can go to learn how to do this, and this turns me on. I really like doing what I'm doing here. This is really exciting. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm loving it. Fabian, yes, yet all. I'm not sure what's going on here with Fabian. All the blue cities bring in all the cash that pay for red states' welfare. There you go, crazy welfare. A crazy 49er. I have 10 written, and I already have a stink bid set up for a dime. I'll buy him back at a dime. Christina Powell basically said the trade war will worsen inflation, slow growth, and basically sabotage the economy. Everything Mr. Trump does not want him to say about what Trump wants to be doing with the U.S. economy. Is it any wonder he wants to fire the guy? Have you answered my poll question today, guys? I haven't even mentioned it here. Let's take a look at this thing here. The poll question today, by the way, 106 thumbs ups now. Thank you. 194 votes, 195. I think Trump is right. This is how I start the day's question. I think Trump is right. He should get rid of Powell right now. Now. Fire him. Get him out of there. 35% of you say, yes, I think Trump is right. He should fire Powell right now. 65 of you are saying, no, he should not. No, I think Mr. Powell has got some good points here. There you go. Do you think that Powell is correct in estimating from where he sits that if you're going to put in these tariffs against friend and foe, that means higher prices for Americans, that means higher inflation. I mean, higher prices for everything you buy on average, your grocery bill should be higher. Your home hardware, Lowe's and Home Depot purchases will cost you more. If you go to Target, it'll cost you more on average, because 99.9% of Americans do not only buy made in America stuff. It's a fact that 99.9% of Americans buy whatever they buy on sale or when they need it, and they don't even look as to where it's made. Most Americans don't even care. Where's this made? I don't give a shit. I need a screwdriver. I need this. I need a new cable to power up my phone. I need this. I need this. I'm buying this. I might shop a little for a better deal, but I'm going to get this. And it's on Amazon or it's in person in a store. And chances are it's not made in America. Americans don't generally never had cared. For 40 years, we haven't cared. Canadians don't care until lately. Trump doesn't like this talk. This is blasphemy. This is against me. I'm the ruler of all time. We can't have this. Let's fire this guy. Winona Ryder was tapped to spearhead the epidemic of shoplifting in America. Alex, I'm number 99 on the thumbs up meter. Bruce, good morning and afternoon to all of you, because Alex is in the UK. Simpletons and degenerates, the balding Canadian homeless geniuses. This channel has it all. There, you got a little of everything around here. The man, Mike, I now look at where those murders were committed. Kansas City, St. Louis, where local government is what color? People are angry here, and they're not talking business. They're just not talking business. It's sad. Tony D, look it up. $900 in SF. Not trying to anger, just saying what they started caging up items. Again, people are angry. Sorry, they're angry. Lisa, no, you cannot fire Rugman. He's the main reason I can buy back covered calls on the cheap. Thank you, Rugman. I am, as again, this is a comment here that is so indicative of how you can make money in this world. You don't care who's in office and in power. You care about what the implications are of the economy as a whole and how you can profit from it, because you can have whatever opinion you want about me your president, your prime minister, your dictator, your sultan, wherever you are, whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter when it comes to making money. What matters about making money is, did you start here and end here today? Or did you start here and end here today? Are you up or down dough for what it is you do best? Are you just an employee? Are you a security guard? Are you a cashier? Are you a manager? Are you a restocker in a Walmart store? Are you a manager of a bank? Are you a customer sales care representative? Are you a mechanic? Are you an option writer? If you're an option writer and you have more money in your account at the end of this week than last week, you made money this week as an option writer. That's it. It doesn't matter who's in the office and who is the priest in your church and who's your librarian and who are your school council members. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in the House of Congress for your House of Representatives. It doesn't matter. Did you make money or didn't you? That's all. What are you doing about it? Vilbus, rural crime is rampant. The man, yeah, we should continue to thrive off of child labor. Oh my goodness. Alex, Lisa, Rugman is too valuable to this channel. He must be protected at all costs. Henry T, Trump will fold and cave again. Ava, he can't fire that guy. Real addiction and mental health problem is the reason for crime, which political parties running the show. Robert, if given the American option, I would always buy the American good. Okay. Jeff, the man, I live in St. Louis. I can assure you that you don't know anything about crime in St. Louis or Missouri. You don't know what you're talking about. The man, okay, I assure you that I have made 2 trips to St. Louis every year for the last 42 years. I visit my family that live there, and I've seen it downgrade over time. People arguing about St. Louis. Don't they make great ribs over there? Every city on this planet has crime. When you put lots of people together in one place, you'll have crime. Robert, hey, Mike, he is correct. Those cities are run by that color and are becoming wastelands like every other big city, run by whatever. CKT, I'm number 114. Uncle Bruce, I'm giving you a thumbs up despite all the hate that is on this channel today. Whatever. I just want you to make money. I don't give a crap who's your mayor, who your council members are. I don't care. You shouldn't care either. You haven't got time to care about this nonsense. You've got time to care about what Jeff Glass is talking about. We make amazing ribs in St. Louis, and you guys should be making money writing options. That's what it's about. Amazing food in Atlanta, they tell me. Memphis, Nashville, amazing food all over Tennessee. Pretty amazing food in a number of places in the United States. Yes, there's pretty good darn food in Europe as well. I can attest to that. Yes, what can I say? Welcome all to the show. I'm not interested in upsetting anyone here. I really don't want to make people angry. I want to make people more wealthy. But hey, it is what it is, I guess, is what it is. Thank you all for just following us and being with us. We love the fact that you're here. Those of you who've become subscribers lately, welcome to the show. Those of you who've become members and who've been upgrading your level of membership from regular chillin' member to gold bagel level member, thank you very, very much. There are more gold bagel members than chillin' members. Thank you all so very, very much for this. Love having you here, and it's a pleasure working with you and trying to guide you down the road of prosperity. It's it. Just kind of want to get you richer. Anyway, welcome all, and thank you. And welcome to the show. Okay, what do we got? We've got thumbs ups coming in. We broke the 100 barrier not too long ago. We've got 118 coming through now with 10 minutes to go before we open up for the day. Thank you. 221 of you are here. So there's about 103 of you have not given us a thumbs up so far. If you're watching live, please help us out and get us through this 150 level to 200. That would be beautiful. Thanks again for answering the question of the day. 212 of you now are responding to this. I think Trump is right. He should get rid of Powell right now. He wants to get rid of Powell. He should fire him. I think he should. 33% of you agree that Trump is right. Let's get rid of Powell. 67% of you say no, he's not right on that. He should leave Powell alone. No president should interfere with the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is out of the political field. This is the banking entity of America, not the political extension of the president. Powell should be an independent leader of the Fed. And whoever becomes the next Fed Reserve person, chairman, should not be a political hack either. That's what a lot of people do say. But hey, man, these times are kind of wild and wacky. I will note that the European Central Bank in Europe, representing the EU countries, the richest countries in Europe, except for Britain, because it opted out, the EU dropped their interest rates by 1/4 percentage point down to 2.25%. The American rate, I think, is 4.5 or 4.25 right now. Did not lower their rate last month, and there's no talk about a lowering of U.S. interest rates this coming month. But the EU dropped their rates. Canada has kept their rate at 2.75, which is 0.5 point higher than the European Union now, but lower than America. And other countries have been lowering their interest rates because they want to get the US dollar higher against their currency. The lower an interest rate in another country compared to America means those bonds from the other country are not as attractive from a percentage of interest rate. It makes American bonds much more attractive at 4.5%, 4.4%, 4.2%, depending on where we are here. And the thinking is by other bankers of other countries around the world, if we lower our interest rates against American interest rates, then American bonds will be more attractive to buy, which is American dollar-backed bonds, which means they'll sell our currency stuff to buy the American currency stuff, and that will move up the value of the American dollar. But in the last 3 weeks, the American dollar has been annihilated against currencies around the world. I don't know if you are aware of this, by how bad it is. Here's a picture here that was, as of last evening, the American euro exchange rate. The higher that graph goes, that shows the strength of the euro against the American dollar. So January 27th and February the 10th, these are 90-day charts. Look how low the dollar, or how powerful the dollar was, how low the euro was. The euro was under 105. So an American could buy a euro for $1.03 US, $1.04, $1.05, until just after Feb 24, when up went the euro to this almost 110 level. Then it broke 110, and now it's on its way to 115. How about another currency? This is the Japanese yen. This shows the power of the American dollar against the yen. It's falling. The American dollar, you used to get 155 yen for a dollar. Now you're only getting about 143 yen to the dollar. That is $12 or 12 yen less. That's 8-9% right there. This is in 90 days. This is the UK pound. It's surging against the American dollar. Low 121 range now to 133. This is serious. And here, oh my goodness, the American dollar really getting hit. 92 cents down to about 81 cents. In Swiss francs, the American dollar is falling out of bed. The Canadian dollar is winning. This is the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. It's dropping. Tariffs are not working to move up the American dollar. It's hurting the American dollar. Amazing. That's Bitcoin right there. 90 days of Bitcoin. That's not looking good. Bitcoin in the 105,000 range, now in the low 80s, mid 80s. Just saying, this was last night. These are charts that I pulled off last evening. If you were here last evening at 7 o'clock Eastern, you were obviously a Gold Bagel member joining me for Primetime Live. One of the benefits of being a Gold Bagel member, we saw all this last evening, and we're way ahead of you here if you're not. But anyway, welcome to the show. I've got you caught up, I hope. 243 you are here right now. We're 5 minutes away from opening for the session today. That's where we're at right now. We're 5 minutes away from opening for the day, and we're going to see how the day goes. Welcome, everybody. Corinne, thank you for the 123rd thumbs up. Uncle Bruce, is there any food you miss? Canadian food you miss? Oh gosh, yes. Jen and I talk about it whenever we go to our Costco store here. At our Costco in Calgary, we can get poutine inside the store. They have French fries and gravy if you want. They have chicken fingers up there. You guys don't have that here. They used to have chicken wings. They used to make chicken wings in the food court at the Costco. You could get 12 or 20 or a bucket of them. They don't make them anymore. Those are fantastic. There's a lot more choices up there for food. I don't know why. Canadians are just, I don't know why. We have the hot dog. We got the pizza. But yeah, down here, yeah, we do miss that. But other than that, is there a food I miss? I'm going to miss the ice cream down here because Costco's U.S. premium vanilla ice cream is the best. I'm going to miss this because in Canada we don't have it. Dairy rules, additives and artificial flavors and stuff. You're not going to be able to get that into Canada. I don't really have anything else. I'm just kind of thinking here. Nothing much. Europe, food in Europe. Jen and I very much enjoy the quality of food in Europe. I am convinced that if I were to live 6 months in Europe, I would lose 10 pounds of weight. I'm certain of it because of the higher quality of the food and fewer additives that we have in the USA. I'm pretty sure I would lose 10 pounds. But then again, if we were living in Europe, if I were living in Zermatt, I'd be walking everywhere. If I were living in Berlin, I'd be walking a lot, taking transit. I wouldn't have a car. Jen and I would just thin out naturally, just because of the way Europe is. But we're Canadians and we have a car there. And we can get fat in Canada too, I guess. We'll see what happens. Anyway, there you go. Henry T. Federal Reserve is independent. He cannot be fired by the president. Charlie, sesame seed bagels from Costco. I do miss that. Deep value poutine. Wow, it's been a long time. Vilbus, if the goal is chaos and undermining U.S. interests, then Trump is absolutely nailing it. Jeff, Henry, in case you haven't noticed, this administration has no intentions of following the law. Crazy 49er, you can't get the same chemical-rich taste anywhere but in the U.S. Jeff, Uncle Bruce, I didn't make enough Kool-Aid for today's knuckleheads as grape the flavor of the day. Deep value. Very true. We're opening in 2 minutes, everybody. We're Not the Joneses, number 134 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, We're Not the Joneses, for getting us into that mid-level of 130 plus. The thumbs ups keep coming in. I appreciate you all. Keep hitting that button for us. Give us some momentum on that front. Indeed. We're down 434 on the Dow Jones because of one stock, United Healthcare. The United Healthcare company missed on their expected earnings per share. They forecast going forward this next few quarters, they're not going to make the money they thought they were going to make. And the stock took a serious hit. And that has dropped the Dow upwards of 600 points. The rest of the Dow might be up 150. But right now, it's down 450 because of United Healthcare's impact on the Dow 30. The S&P 500 is up 23 points, and the NASDAQ is up 130 points. A mediocre start. It's okay. But the Dow is, one stock has sunk the Dow so far. We're up 98 cents on a barrel of crude oil out of Texas, 63.45. Gold is only trading at only $3,340, down $6 an ounce. Not giving up much of this gain. This commodity is up $300 within the last month, and we have a $6 pullback today. There is no pullback on gold to measure, really. Okay, Savage of Wall Street, a tinfoil hat is on between the chaos, which is what he wants, and the lawlessness and constitutional crisis. Trump is doing exactly what Putin wants. Putin. Even sending all our data to Russia via Doge. That's very sick. Larry Titus has hit the bells. Richard Carlin is going, neat. The emojis are coming out. Thank you, everyone, for becoming followers of our little channel here out of Rancho Mirage, California today. I appreciate you joining us while we're on a little holiday break. We're down on the day, 400-something points. We'll follow this on the Dow. We're up 20-something on the S&P, up 120 on the NASDAQ. Going into this, opening of the day. Thank you all for being part of the channel and part of this family. We love that you're here. Let's see if we can. Any opening trades? Rocket Lab is at $20.14, up about 16, 17 cents a share. SoFi is up a nickel at 10.71. GameStop is up 14 cents at 26.40 or so. Aspire 888 down 38 cents. We've got Apple up 2.10, Tesla up $1.04, Microsoft up 2.41, Alphabet, that's Google up 1.31, Amazon up 1.26, Nvidia down 79 cents, Meta Platforms up 2.20 a share at 504.58. A Super Microcomputer up 5 cents, 31.90 or so. ASTS up 55 cents, almost $23. AI down a penny. Palantir up 71, 93.43, something like that. MicroStrategy up 120 or so. Unity up 30 cents. Goldman Sachs is up 3.38. Cisco up 39 cents. The Spiders are up 188. The Qs are up 181. Netflix down 63 cents. Pfizer up 26 cents. Arc Innovation down a penny. Now it's up 3 cents. IBM down $1. Uber down up 93 for Uber. Up 13 for HBQ. Home Depot is up 3.39. Vanik up 50 cents. Adobe up 3.50 and Enphase down 2.15. It's a mixed market to start, but the Dow is the loser because of United Healthcare. The other indices are higher. S&P's up 15 points. NASDAQ up about 59, and we're 2 minutes into the opening of the session. The VIX, the volatility index, is down 150 to 31.16, so that is a positive for the market, but it doesn't show it on the Dow because of United Healthcare. Oil up $1.02 a barrel. Welcome all to the program. And thank you for joining me. Hope you're not too upset here. James the Misty Tree is going neat, 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 neat. Good morning. Lucky 141 today. Thank you, Juan. Good morning. Neat, neat. D.A. Truda hitting the knee emojis as well. We're up and running. The Knights of Neat are all powerful. Don't forget that. If you watch the right kind of movies, you know what I'm talking about. Welcome all to the show. Oh, the Dow's off, 392, 500, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's going to take a while to settle in. We'll follow it. We'll see what it wants to do. But other than that, the market seems fairly stable. Up 8 on S&P, up 33 on NASDAQ, oil up 99. SoFi, 10.69, 10.70 a share, up about 2-3 cents. ASTS up 81. Rocket Lab up 23 at 2020. GameStop, 26.31, up 6 cents. MSTR up 176. AI up 2. A slight green tendency for most of the stocks we are following. Charlie and Deep Value and John Gill. Neat, 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 neat. Don't forget the knee emoji attack. They're coming out with the knee emojis. Here we go, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. Thanks again for the thumbs ups and answering our question of the day. 252 now of you. 252 folks have answered the question of the day. Thank you all. I think Trump is right, is the question. I think Trump is right. He should fire Powell. I think Trump is right. He should dump this guy's ass. Interestingly, 31% say yes, but 69% of you say no, he should not fire him. You have to leave Powell alone. He has to be independent. If you put in there a lackey, you put in a yes man, a bootlicker for Trump, you have lost all credibility in the global markets, all of it. It's already mostly gone. Now you lose even more. You cannot have a Trump bootlicker in that position. That is economic suicide for the United States, total credibility loss. It's bad enough as it is with the number of bootlickers running that thing. But hey, I'm just a guy, I'm just a guy in front of a computer going, hey, what do you think, kids? You tell me. You're the ones answering the question, not me. 31% say yes, 69% say no. Trump is not right. He should not fire or get rid of Powell. You can't fire him, by the way. You can't fire Powell. Cannot be done by the president. From what I can see, cannot be done. Okay. 147 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. They're coming through. Much appreciated. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel today. Welcome to another day of fun. It's Thursday, April 17th. Today is option expiry day. Lots of volatility will be going on today. So we'll be following that. Will SoFi be able to break 11 today with all this volatility? Will ASTS hold on to 23? Can Rocket Lab hold on to 20? Will GameStop sit at 26 to 27 or go higher or lower? MSTR 315, 316, 320, is that the barrier? AI 1940 is $20 its barrier because of all the options contracts that are in play with all of these stocks. We got to wait. We got to see. We'll follow this. The Dow is down 450, kind of consistent all morning. S&P up 17 and the Nasdaq up 28 points. Giddy up, everybody. Bitcoin and XRP prices seem to be rising, which explains why MSTR is up 332. And this may be explaining why GameStop is up 19 cents. They're both higher. Boeing Tiger one hitting the knee emojis. Brian, I went stock shopping yesterday with the sales of NVIDIA and SoFi and MSCI. I went shopping. Jeff Glass, he has fired lots of other people. The president's supposed to be able to fire. Well, think about that. I don't know. We'll see. Chad, would you suggest writing call or put credit spreads on Rocket Lab? What do you think about doing Rocket Lab credit spreads? Well, if you're low enough, you can do put spreads, in the 13 to 15, 16 area. That would be comfortable, very comfortable. But on the call side, you might want to be more around 26 to 30, somewhere up there. You want to be a good 20, 25% out of there. There's volatility in Rocket Lab. It went up, 250 just the other day, and then couldn't hold most of that. And so it can move $5 overall, 250 lower, 250 higher. You just be aware of that and look short term. Maybe you can do something. Jeff, I can't imagine wanting that job with the chaos from this administration. There you go. Vilbus, if he manages to oust Powell, we are headed for a disaster. Yes, this will be a very negative move if he is able to change that. Well, we'll see. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for joining me this morning from wherever you are. Appreciate you all being here. We have a lot of stuff going on. What I've noticed in the last week is absolute silence on certain areas of the administration. You don't hear anything about Elon Musk right now. You're hearing nothing about Elon Musk. You're almost hearing nothing on tariffs. Tariff talk is almost stopped. The talk of the administration up until yesterday was illegals and sending people to El Salvador to maximum security prisons. That was the talk, because that is the hot topic among supporters for the Trump people. The Trump followers love deporting criminals from the United States. But they are, have you noticed how the talk of students being rounded up, just disappearing off the streets of Massachusetts, that's kind of stopped as well. Certain topics are just not being talked about right now. It's quite interesting. We'll see what they talk about today, if they talk about anything. If they don't make headlines out of Washington, the markets might actually go up, kind of stabilize and calm down. But if they get radical over there, then the markets get very wonky. I don't know. It is what it is. It is crazy. Vilba says, I don't even love this guy. Tom, didn't he appoint him? Yes, in his first term, he appointed him. Savage Wall Street, inflation will go through the roof, and the dollar will weaken against everything. Oh, yes. There's no doubt of that in my mind. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what's already happening. The dollar has already dropped. It's just not going to recover now. Might drop in certain areas even more, but inflation is about to show up. It takes a little while for the supply chain to work its way through, but rest assured, if you're going to AutoZone, if you're going to go to a Home Depot, in the next month or two, you go to any retailer that you sort of go to once in a while, not like every minute of every day, but you're going to see price increases. Grocery store prices are already moving higher. Costco and Sam's Club and Target and Walmart and your Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, they cannot help but raise prices. They have to raise prices or they go out of business. They have such thin margins, they've got to pass on price increases to their clients. There's no getting around it. And we're going to see some substantial price rises. Barbecues for this summer are going to be much more expensive. Outdoor patio furniture is going to surge in costs. July 4th stuff. Fall product for the fall, Christmas gifts, toys. Oh my God, toys made overseas. I tell you, there are sources you can go to that will tell you how bad it is right now in Vietnam, South Korea, China with regards to orders for the future from America. Fall orders, winter orders have been canceled, have been delayed, are not being followed through. There is a huge dearth or lack of new orders for hundreds of container ships of merchandise coming into America. Has been just stopped dead in its tracks. I wouldn't be surprised if some merchant ships are turning around in the Pacific and going back to where they came from because the goods will not be accepted on shore. I wouldn't be surprised, but you're not going to hear that in your local media, especially if you're following right-wing leaning media. You're definitely not going to get that information. Just sorry, you're not going to get it. Now, if you trust any other source, then fair enough. But if you don't trust any other source but Fox News, then you're going to have to, put the blinders on and listen to Fox News. It's totally up to you. But if you're here to make money, you need to know the lay of the big picture, the global picture. And if you don't like the way I bring it to you, you're going to have to find it from somewhere else. But I just want you to make money. Can you write call credit spreads on the Magnificent Seven? Can you just do that and get on with life? Make some dough here. That's what it's about. Anyway, Heidi Ho from Splair. Lisa, they want to ban foreign students from enrolling at Harvard. Say goodbye to the cash cow of tuition fees. Splair, I like Powell. What have I missed today? Savage of Wall Street, Vilbus, I have news for you, my friend. We are already there. There's a constitutional crisis already at hand here. This administration is a joke. His job given to him by Putin is to sow chaos in the USA. Vilbus, Savage of Wall Street, I agree 100%. If he crushes the economy, he gets the widespread protests that will give him his reason to declare martial law. And there you go. Well, right now, Harvard is putting up a pretty big fight against the administration. The folks at Harvard were given a letter from the administration. This is what we want you to do as a university from now on. And they were told what to teach and how to teach it and how to get rid of radical professors and not allowing international students report their activities, report all of their radical posts, report to us all kinds of nefarious activities, stop this diversity program stuff, adhere to our will. And then we will allow funding for you to continue. And if you do not agree to these terms, we will find ways to decertify you as a university, and we'll make the IRS not treat you as a charity, and we will screw things up for you at Harvard. And that is the letter every university has received across the United States. This is not a Harvard administration fight. This is every post-secondary college university across America. And Harvard is the first university to say, screw you, we're not playing this game. Go to hell. And all of a sudden, the administration has got a fight on their hands. And it isn't like a secondary university. It's Harvard. And there's $53 billion in their endowment account. They can afford to fight the administration. They have lots of friends in high places. And so now the war is on. And we'll see how this plays out. It's amazing how a White House wants to get involved in the education of university students. They want to get involved in every aspect of what you get. They want to cancel licenses for television networks. They want to make it impossible for newspapers to function. They want to kick out of their press room certain organizations that don't bow in their presence. They're looking to control every aspect of media, education, the courts, trade, everything to do with your life. How happy are you guys? Are you satisfied with that? Is that what you voted for? More Americans are kind of noticing that that's not quite what I voted for. I thought, wait a minute. Henry, there are many news out on NVIDIA today, Uncle B. Juan, if you don't want shipping info, or if you do want shipping info, there is a NC professor on YouTube. It's a very good channel. He had been talking about the port strike months before it even hit the media. Juan, what's going on with shipping in this channel? Savage, Fox is not a news network. They are an entertainment company. Tucker Carlson, under oath, said, no sane person that watches my show would ever believe what my character says on air. This can be looked up. Mike, IRS making plans to revoke Harvard's tax-exempt status. Petty as usual. Tom, hopefully revoke church's tax-exempt status. Bill was wild when a new administration comes in and declares war on everyone in America. Unbelievable. Jeff saw a BYU PhD candidate from Japan had his visa revoked because he has 2 speeding tickets. This is a hardened criminal. We have to export. We've got to get rid of these people. Vilbus, why do they hate us? Savage, this almost wants to do what Germany did in 1930s. This is almost what's happening. This administration is a Nazi administration. There, I said it. There you go. Vilbus, they are indeed fascists. So there you go. Ignoring court orders, stacking the courts with the kind of judges you want, and any judge that goes against what they want, they call them Nazis. They call them out in public and criticize them left, right, and center. I don't know. I'm just a guy on the outside. You're the Americans out there. You figure out your country. I'm just trying to read it. But I really want you to make money writing options. I just want you to get rich writing options. Just a guy in front of a computer, and I'm very tired. How are you? Are you tired? Anybody out there stressed? I think so. SoFi's up 11 cents. That's good, isn't it? ASTS up 109. That's good. Rocket Lab up 32 cents. That's good. GameStop up 28 cents. That's good. MSTR up 462. AI up 8. Okay. SMCI down 13. Well, okay, it's only down 13 though. You know, NVIDIA down 232. We've seen worse. Tesla's up 20 cents. Palantir up $1.50, Costco up $8.77, Coinbase up 81 cents, Google up 30, Apple up 60, Broadcom down $1.23 to 173.63, and Microsoft down 26 cents, Intel down 31, Netflix up 411, Meta up 133 at 503.64. EI Lilly having a wonderful day, up $116.91. EI Lilly at 8.51 today. They had good news. Amazon down a nickel. Uber's up 133. Adobe up 270. Cisco up 29 cents. AMD is up 19, pardon me. Unity up 28. Enphase now up 22 cents. It's gone green. Spire is up over 9.04. It's recovered a little bit. Okay. Moderna down 11. Pfizer up 41 cents. IBM down 5 cents. HBQ up 22. Home Depot up 5.09. Vanik Semiconductors down 75 cents. Goldman Sachs up 3.93. Boeing up 3.72. Target up $1.06. JP Morgan up 1.44. Excuse me. Walmart up 61 cents. Disney up 1.42. American Airlines up 4 cents. DraftKings up 55 cents. AMC Movie Theaters $2.81 a share, down or up a penny. Royal Caribbean is down 7 cents. There you have it. Calmer, more or less. A couple of big winners. A loser, United Healthcare, a big loser today. Dow's down 496. S&P up 19.4 points, which is 1/3%. NASDAQ up 1/4 point, 43.50. Oil up 64 cents. The VIX down 124 to 3140. The volatility index is dropping. That is good. Okay, Brian, woo, just got 40 more SMCI. I have 100 now at 31.72. I'm ready for any pop to write a covered call. Here we go. Lisa, yesterday I took a 61% profit on Tesla. The 25th of April expiry, 275 covered call. They have earnings next week. Maybe a little pump will precede the results. I guess what Lisa's going to do. His stock wants to pop. She's writing a call. Congratulations, Lisa, on work well done, job well done. Jeff, I'm trying to make money writing options so I can afford to get out of this country. Netflix reports earnings today, Bruce. They report after the bell, and of course you can't do anything about it until Monday. We'll see how it all plays out. Okay, everybody. We'll find out soon enough. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. There's 240 of you here. What do you think about this? Do you think it should be a rule under the SEC that if a company is coming up with an earnings release, do you believe and do you think that public companies should only release financial results before the opening on a typical day? If they say that we're going to release results on Thursday, April the 17th, do you think it should be mandatory that a public company should release the results, let's say, an hour or 2 hours before the opening of the session, rather than at the end of the day? Because if you release an earnings report, let's say at 5 o'clock Eastern time today, this is the long weekend coming up. You can't do anything about the stock until next Monday morning in the pre-market. Of course, you can do after-hours shenanigans, but the regular market won't really react to it. The options market can't be traded until Monday morning. Do you think it should be a mandatory thing that public companies should release their financials the morning of the session? So either release it this morning or Monday morning, but not tonight. What do you think about that? SoFi releases the results before the markets open. GameStop does it after. What do you think about this? I'd like to get your thoughts. Yes or no? Do you think they should or shouldn't release before earnings? Should release earnings before market opens and make it uniform so that every public company, if you're going to release your financial results, you all have to do it by, markets open at 9:30. By 7:30 in the morning on the day you're going to release, you have to have the results out to give investors a full day to react to what happened in your earnings. Is that fair? Would that be reasonable? Because right now, I don't know when companies release these numbers. They just do whatever they want. Apple is always after the close. Microsoft is usually after the close. Some of these banks do it, like Citibank and JP Morgan. They do it before. I know JP Morgan did it before the open. Morgan Stanley before the open. Goldman before the open. Why are banks doing it before the opens and everyone else after the close? I would love consistency on this, but what do you think? Should there be a rule that makes it fair so that everyone can at least react to a stock the day of the results? Because right now, any results that come out tonight, by Monday, who's thinking about Netflix? Who's thinking about what they said Thursday night, the long weekend and everything? I'm just asking. I'm just a guy wanting to get an opinion. You let me know. What do you think? Anyway, I always get whacked when they announce earnings after hours. I have a running day trade forgotten. I would love it, Bruce. Mike H., I'd like that idea. Yeah, make them release results before the opening. Tesla is slated to be at 16:30 release on the 22nd of April. So that's 4:30 after the close on the 22nd. You know, if it were done on the 22nd of April before the opening, we'd have all day the 22nd to trade it. Right now, some people have to wait till the 23rd to be able to trade it. And is the 23rd of April a weekday or a weekend day? What is the 23rd of April? It is a Wednesday. So, okay, Wednesday the 23rd now for Tesla. Is that cool with you guys or not cool with you guys? Oh, do let me know. Do tell. Thank you, everybody. welcome to the party. And let me know your thoughts on this. Or do you not care? I don't know. Maybe you guys don't care, or you think it's great the way it is. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just a guy trying to tell you what's going on in the market, hoping some of you are making money today. Are any of you making money today? Have you made money this week? How much money have you guys made so far in April from option premiums? Not losing money with stock trades and moving markets. I'm talking about, have any of you scored some option trades where when you closed out an option trade that you wrote, you made money? How much money did some of you make this month? Are you kids, how many of you guys out there are not working anymore and are only writing options? How many of you are full-time option writers, and how old are you? I'd like to get that. 62-year-olds. I have a 62-year-old here who's now writing options full-time and is retired much earlier than colleagues in their 70s. Are there any other of you who've retired or have now become option writers in your 30s or 40s or 50s and you're not working anymore? If you want to share that information, would love to see it. Anyway, there you go. Thank you all for being here. We're up 23 on Rocket Lab. We're up 150 on ASTS, 23.90. We're up 11 on SoFi. GameStop is up 42 cents, 26.66. MSTR up 5.45. AI up 4. We're down 49 on SMCI. NVIDIA down 132. Tesla's up 91 cents. We got Palantir up $1.70. Coinbase up $1. Okay, Google up 34, Apple up 143, Broadcom down 64 cents, Microsoft up 64, Intel down 33, Netflix up $10. Google, no, Meta, Facebook up 324, 505.50. EI Lilly, $851, up 116. Amazon up 51 cents, Uber up $1.50, Adobe up 280, Cisco up 40 cents, AMD unchanged. Unity up 17. We got some green here, more or less. Giddy up, everybody. Splair, until now, only a few dollars on Canna calls, and due to the drop around about 300 on Warner Brothers. Savage of Wall Street says, babe, on January, March 25, back in March, I sold 10 BBAI $7 covered calls that expire Jan 26. I got 90 cents for those covered calls. I just bought them back for 35 cents. Thank you very much. 58% return for a few weeks of crossing my arms. Now I'm going to write $5 covered calls, same expiry date, AWB, always be writing. So he did 10 contracts. It's 1,000 shares of BBAI. He brought in $900 when he wrote them. He gave back $350 to keep $550 for a couple of weeks. Not bad, $550 on a $7,000 covered call trade. Giddy up. And I know these were out of the money covered calls, so he didn't pay $7,000 for the stock. Nice going. Jeff, I'm a small timer, but I've realized gains of $1,300 so far this month. I'm just a small time trader, more from covered calls than cash secured puts this month. You know, it does fluctuate, doesn't it? Some months you make money doing this, some months you make more doing that. Jeff Glass, I'm not unhappy about this. I'm pulling in $1,300 profit in this market, in this volatility, with this insanity going on, with trillions of wins and losses going on and on. I'm pulling out $1,300 here. I call that a win. James retired at 55 to write options. Started last summer. I love this. I did super great until the dark times, but I'm figuring out how to claw back up, and that's okay. You're not going back to work, and you're going to win. I was mentioning to some of you earlier today on my other show, on the Gold Bagel show, for Gold Bagel members. If you have been here for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, for some of you, it might be a revelation where you might run into a situation, or it's already happened, but you might run into a situation later this year where you're going to meet someone you haven't seen in a while. you're going to see a relative or an old friend from college or school or from your childhood, or an old pal from a job you did. You had a job 10 years ago at another company, and you left the firm to do other work, and one of the old pals, you're going to run into them, and they've left that old company too, and they're doing different stuff, and you're just going to compare notes. And it might come out that your old friend, your old colleague says, what are you doing these days? What's going on? And you say, yeah, I'm 55 now, and I've retired, and I'm writing options full time. And they're going to go, wow, when did this happen? And how did this happen? And for some of you out there, whether you're 55 or 62 or 38 or whatever you are, you're going to go back and say to yourself, well, Uncle Bruce the other day said something that really resonated with me. He told me about the fact that if I'm watching his show every day as a viewer, a lurker, or as a member, I could be hanging out with him 2 hours a day when the markets are open. And, for a year, 52 weeks times 5 days is 260 days. But the market isn't open 260 days. We're probably open 230 days, 235 days. But at 230 days a year times 2 hours a day, that's 460 hours that I'm with him. But when he's off the air, I'm watching the market. I'm on the Discord group with the gang, because Uncle Bruce sent me the Discord link. That I sent him an email, and he sent me the link. So I'm in the option game like every day when the markets are open. So I'm in the options business 6 hours a day. That's my work day now, 6 hours. 230 days a year. So 6 hours times 230 open days, trading days, is 1,400, almost 1,400 hours a year. And you've been here 3 years. You've been in 4,300 hours of time to be an option writer. If you're 1 year is almost 1,500 hours a year to be here to do this. So when a friend of yours says, we haven't seen each other in 3 years, so what's been going on? Oh, 2 years ago, I found this channel on YouTube when when all the crap hit the fan with COVID and GameStop and post GameStop, post COVID, blah, blah, blah. I watched Uncle Bruce in 2021, and then I really started watching him in 23 and 24. Now I'm in 25. I watch him all the time. I got into option writing. I became an option writer. I shifted from what I used to do, which was the odd trade, ETFs, mutual funds, and now I'm self-managing my own wealth. I'm an option writer. And you've figured out, I've got 4,500 hours of experience now as an option writer. That's what I have under my belt. And a year from now, it'll be another 1,500 hours of experience. Your friend is going to go, whoa, that's like a whole different career. And you're going to go, yes, it is. It is an entirely different career. I'm still working, but I am not working for an organization where I have to report to anybody. I am my own man. And if I do not wish to write options today, I don't write options today. And there are women out here who watch me all the time who say exactly the same thing to their friends and relatives. You'll meet a former coworker, perhaps a male or a female that you used to work with, an old friend from college. You've gone to a wedding and you met a few people you haven't seen in quite some time. Old home week, and you're talking to them about what you're doing, and you're not ashamed of it. You're not afraid to say it. You've got under your belt thousands of hours of experience as an option writer, and no matter what anyone says to you about it, it doesn't scare you at all. You actually kind of chuckle to yourself when you meet someone and they ask you what you're doing, and you're telling them that you're a full-time option writer, and they go, hours, options, oh God, you're going to get your brains blown out being an option gambler, because that's all they've ever heard of, people losing, or they've traded options and they've lost all their dough on a couple of trades. And you're going to go, well, I like being the casino. I'm on the opposite side of the market. I'm not the gambler on the floor trading blind. Congratulations. James of the Misty Tree retired at 55 to write options. Jeff Glass, at a time when my account value has dropped, I'm still pulling in cash. If I can keep this up, this will be my best month ever. And if and when the market goes back up, I'll be that much better. Exactly. James, Jeff Glass, high five to you, buddy. You got it. The Savage of Wall Street. Keep in mind, folks, it takes 10,000 hours of doing something to become an expert. If you've been doing this for 5 years, doing your research, watching the classes and trading, you're now an expert. Because, of course, if you've taken my 18 classes, which alone are 30 plus 35 hours of instruction there, ballpark, and you've done, you've been here, you've joined me on these shows, you join me as a Gold Bagel member every morning, half an hour before I start this show. You're actually doing 2.5, 3 hours with me every day, as it is, plus the hours of the market and your own research. Yes, you are putting in the time. One of the $595, $600 meta calls for May 2 expiry are now 20%, are up 20% now. Would writing a 5.9 expiry be a good one as well? Oh, yes, it would be a good one. And you might be able to do 600, 605s. Maybe you can do 605, 610s. You might play that angle. Yes, indeed, sir. Shop and shop and shop. We're at 503.75 on the stock. Meta's up $1.75. Talk about out of the money. Nice trade, Juan. Nice trade. Well, Susan Shops on the 4th of April, 3 days ago, I wrote 5 GameStop, June 20 expiry, $28 covered calls. They paid me $406 in 2 Roth accounts. I did this in 2 Roth accounts. When GameStop dropped yesterday, that was 416. That was yesterday. I bought back at 325. I pocketed $400 each account. I made about 19% in 2 days. There you go. This is what option writers can also do. It's not that you write an option for several months out and now don't do anything. You're in a position, if the market gives you a little win right away, you take it. And Susan Shops just added $800 into 2 accounts. Thank you very much, she says. Now look at GameStop this morning. We're up 33 cents right now to 26.58. What if Susan Shops sees the stock go up another 30, 40 cents today? She might turn around and write $28 covered calls again, because they're going to go back up from where they were. Or she will write something completely different. Welcome to the party, pal. Crazy 49er. My realized gains this month, 87%. Made $8,000 this month. $8,000. There you go. It's the 17th of April, guys. We just passed the halfway mark. People are making money here from $1,300, $8,000, $400 on 2 different trades right here, all over the place. Option writers make money. If you study and you put in the hours, you're going to be better than anybody else. And how many people out there work full time? They watch the market on their phone, a total of an hour a day, 2 minutes here, 3 minutes here, 1 minute here. They refer to their phone 30 times a day. They get an hour of exposure, and they buy call options, hoping for, the roll the dice for a big move because earnings are coming up. And you are sitting there full time, watching the market every minute of the day, and you're on top of the options game. You have got these guys beat every way to Sunday. How can they win over you? There's no way. Savage of Wall Street. Anyone that likes SMCI on here, right this minute, if you were told to write one $30 cash secured put for August, you could bring in $535 in money, $535 for a $30 cash secured put, which is out of the money, $1.50. On a very good stock, and you buy it for, you would be exercised if you had to buy it for $24.70 on SMCI. SMCI right now, 31.29, 31.30. 31.50. You can write a $30 cash secured put for August expiry. This is April. So May, June, July, August, 4 months of your time. You put up $3,000 and you get $535 against $3,000 right now. It's a pretty good percentage return on your money. 17, 18% on your money. The contract is out of the money. The contract is actually worth nothing. It's only worth its time. It has no book value. Stock stays above $30 a share. These contracts will expire for nothing. They'll have no value. You don't even have to buy it back. Keep all 535 if you wish to play that actual game. On the other hand, stock sits at 31, $32 a share for a month or two. These contracts are going to $3. They're going to lose almost half their value in the next 30, 60 days. They'll probably go lower than that to the 250 level very quickly. If the shares go up a couple of bucks, these will drop as well. They'll drop even faster. Savage at Wall Street, you know what you're talking about there. Jeff, ASTS is up over 5% right now. Bruce, this ASTS, what? This is unbelievable. We're sitting at 23.63. We're up $1.24. This is great. Cash secured puts are paying there too. Yes, indeed they are. James and Mr. Tree, did the SMCI, I did that. I got 530. Thank you, Savage. I just did that trade. I nailed it. You want to trade that? Why don't you do that trade in your practice accounts? Any of you watching me right now, why don't you do a practice account trade right now and write a put contract, cash secured put, on this this SMCI August 30 option for $5.30, a $30 put contract. Go ahead and write it in your practice account and then sit there and let's see what happens to it in the next couple of days, next week. Free, risk-free trade. Let's see what gives. Juan, wow, thank you, Savage. That's an eye-opener. Talk about getting those lessons from Uncle Bruce. Look, if you write one contract, you just got $535 handed to you. That will pay for almost 4 classes. You can get 4 of my classes for $600. Here's $535 to do one. You got 15 grand lying around, you're not sure what to do with. You can write 5 of these and bring in 2,800 and whatever dollars. My goodness. Susan Shops, I've been in positions too many times where I could have bought back at 35 to 40%, and I waited because I had a month left on a contract expiration, only to see it disappear, and I'm red for weeks. I take green when I see it. There you go. Splair, I wish you all a relaxed weekend. Tomorrow we're closed. Yeah, I'm today with my mom spending the evening. Nice going, Splair. Savage Wall Street, the day it became clear to me that this is what I wanted to do was a vacation in Waikiki with my wife and kids. While they were playing on the beach, I drank a Mai Tai sitting in the sand, closing covered calls, making money. I was watching Uncle Bruce and I was trading on the market and I was closing covered calls for profits while my wife and kids were frolicking on the beach in Waikiki. Now there's a sign that maybe option writing is for you. Here's another sign. Here's another sign that it's kind of a Friday today. It's option expiry date. This is a sesame seed bagel with grape jelly on it. Even though it's not Friday, it kind of is Friday today, isn't it? Welcome all to the program. Splair, if someone here needs some relaxation after the show, I have now an easily accessible TV channel here on YouTube, so feel free to watch some movies to calm down after the job is done. Neat. Splair, bagel time. Let's go. Thank you all. Welcome all to the program. Welcome to the option writing channel. We're down 500 on the Dow. We're up 14 on S&P. We're up about a point on NASDAQ right now. And I'm going to eat a bagel. Will this bagel move up the markets, make any difference at all? I don't know. It's option expiry day. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Jeff Glass.
Morning, Richie.
I'm with you, Susan Shops. If the market wants to make a big move, I take my profits. Juan, that bagel looks great. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Juan. Thank you, Juan. Welcome to the show, all of you out there. Welcome to the party. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Lovely. Mm, 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 mm. So very nice. Jen?
This morning on the radio, they were saying if you don't want to dye Easter eggs, because eggs are expensive, though, I mean, after we found them, we always ate them. They're suggesting jumbo marshmallows. That you can easily dye jumbo marshmallows, and they're about the same size as an egg.
Wow.
And if your kids are young enough, they won't know.
Kids are clueless if they're under a certain age. Supposed to be eggs? Really? Eggs? What about finding
Which
chocolate
never
eggs?
made any sense coming from an Easter bunny.
Why would an Easter bunny hide chicken eggs?
Bunnies don't have eggs.
Bunnies don't
Why
steal.
are they stealing eggs?
Are bunnies stealing eggs from chickens? Those poor chickens. I mean, my God. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Savage of Wall Street. This is absolutely true. I was watching Uncle Bruce too. I was live and I talked about it during the show when he was in Waikiki on the beach buying back contracts while his wife and children were frolicking on the beach. If anyone thinks this is bullshit, you go back and watch a video during Christmas time 4 years ago. It's there. His channel, my channel has all the videos from way back. You can look it up.
Yeah, you can go
It's
back
true.
and see what they said.
To quote Madeline Kahn from Blazing Saddles, is it true what they say about you people? The lights go out. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Okay. I'm just quoting her. I'm not making a statement. Jeff Glass. I used to sell most options out a week or two and sweat it out. Lately, I'm writing all the way to January expiry, Jan 26. Take a big premium with lots of cushion and close out in a week or two if the market moves my way. Boom, Jeff.
What do we always say? Let the market tell you what to do. Don't try to tell the market what to do. It can't hear you.
Wise words over there.
It's not good at hearing.
We're not the Joneses. I always hear Auntie Jen say, winners cash checks.
That's right.
When I close a trade, that is the line that is reverberating in my brain. Winners cash checks. Deep Value of the Option says, eggs are so expensive that some Americans are decorating potatoes
Yes,
this
I
Easter.
saw a picture of that. And I thought, I don't know. I don't know. But again, you're going to peel it and use the potato underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
What can we say?
And if you're like our daughter, she loved to dye and get me to hide eggs all year long so she could find them.
Yeah.
And when we moved, we found eggs.
When we moved, we found eggs around the house that hadn't been found.
Just the one. Just the one.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we had a definite chuckle over that. It's like, hey, there's that one we could never find.
That funny odor. Oh, that's what it is.
It didn't last long, that funny order.
Oh.
That's all, that's I'm going
Oh
with
my
it.
God.
Yeah.
Holy moly macaroni. Giddy up, kids. Savage of Wall Street says, my mind was blown. I was closing a trade on GameStop and took a few grand off the table and mentioned my kids splashing in the water at me and my wife. And I was on the sand on my phone, drinking and trading on my vacation in Waikiki, Hawaii. Yes, sir. I remember this. Dude, it happened. I remember because everyone had a huge reaction to Savage's comment back then. I remember this. Crazy 49er. As gold goes up, my investment on gold teeth are looking better and better all the time. Boeing Tiger, Splayer, what is your YouTube channel? I can never find it when doing a search using Splayer TV. One, SMCI, $30 cash secured put is in, and I got 530 for that one. That is the June expiry, $30 cash secured put. I think that's the one he's talking about. Savage says, ever since then, back from that day in Waikiki, I have traded many times in Hawaii at the Hilton Waikiki, the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills, the Waldorf Astoria at Monarch Beach, Tahoe, Reno, Napa, home, at work, and while feeding my kids. There you go, Savage. No one is safe. Henry, I just wrote cash secured put NVIDIA $97, expiring May 30th for $6. NVIDIA is trading at 101.62, and Henry T is saying, I'll buy the stock for $97. Give me $6 up front. I'm on the hook for $91 on a 101 NVIDIA stock. Make me buy it. Thank you very much. Nice trade, Henry T. Short term. Nice premium. Splair, maybe Rodent on Road will help, or Splair TV relaxation. There you go. There's a couple of names for a channel. One, August expiry, Uncle B. Yes, sir. August expiry. $30 cash secured put on that SMCI trade. I got $5.30 a share for an out of the money contract. SMCI 3101. People are writing $30 cash secured puts for $5.30, $5.35. Nice. Okay. Splair, you might be able to find my YouTube channel if you look up Relaxation with Splair TV and Rodent on the Road. What a crazy name. Jeff, my stink offer to buy back ASTS cash secured puts didn't hit before it dipped back down. Oh, well, maybe tomorrow, like Monday. But time will make you win anyway, Jeff. There you go, Splair. Thanks for asking, Boeing Tiger. Splair, YouTube algorithm is good in hiding my account. They really hide my account. There you go. Welcome all to the bagel eating guy, to the bagel man. Welcome to the bagel man around the world. Thank you so much. Okay. The Dow is still down 565. S&P is up 7.8. That's it. NASDAQ is down 13. So far the bagel isn't helping. We'll see how it goes the rest of the day. It's option expiry day today. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me today. Just want you guys to get richer. Okay. Nothing personal. Just want you to get richer. I want you to be able to afford to go to Hawaii if you like, go to Australia, go to Switzerland, take a trip across America, Canada, wherever you want to go, on a cruise, all-inclusive resort somewhere. Hey, I want you to be able to pay off your credit cards, pay off your car loans, knock off your mortgage. I want you to be able to quit your day job. I want you to become self-employed, managing your assets rather than working for somebody else. I want to get to the point where you guys are making so much money writing options, you cannot afford to work for your employer anymore. You can't afford it because you miss hours and hours of trading time where you can take advantage of some of these trades that you are reading about. You cannot afford to miss that. A 50-cent move on an option is $50. And if you're involved in 100 of these contracts, that is a $5,000 missed opportunity. You can't afford to work for anybody missing a $500,000 profit on a trade during a day. No, that's impossible. That's what I want to have happen to you guys. I want you making that kind of money here. Thank you. Beach Boy, while Savage is reminiscing about his holiday time, I wrote 10 SMCI January 31st cash secured puts, 31s. I wrote 10 31s for $8.14. Thank you very much. There you go. He's writing an at the money SMCI put for Jan 26, and he's taken in $8,140 in cash on a $31,000 position. Nice return on that dough. Dude, Made my roll of MSTR this morning, a covered call. A strike was raised to 322.50, expiring May the 2nd. Brought in an extra $95 and $1,000 on the strike. This is easy. So he moved up $100 on his strike, and he brought in an extra $95 to do this trade. Nice going. Blair, thank you for joining at Boeing Tiger. Dude, now the stock has hit 337.50 instead of being at 322 by May 2nd for me to be in danger. Nice going. Here's another one. Savage Wall Street. Okay. Rivian. You can write an $11 cash secured put on Rivian for August expiring. It'll give you $1.75. Put up 1,100 and get 175 back. You can get that right now. That is 50 cents out of the money, and you're paid $1.75 to buy the stock of a company that just made a deal with HelloFresh. Rivian. There you go. Well, you're getting 175 against an $11 put. You're willing to pay $9.25 a share for the stock. That's what you're doing. Interesting stuff. You are welcome, Beach Boy. You all you have to say is gracia, laughing out loud. Blair, now I need only, again, patience for WBD to hit $10, but probably I'm better with writing at 8. There you go, Blair. Giddy up, everybody. Ways to make money in this option market. It's just all over the place. This bagel is delicious. More economic news coming up. Headline just coming out here. Builders hit the brakes on home construction as tariffs and weak demand weigh on sales. Very interesting. More of this kind of news will come at you. It's going to keep coming. Call credit spreads are one way to go. Anyway, there you are. Welcome, everybody. Blair, have a great weekend, everybody.
Tell Blair I'm watching him with his kangaroo rat.
Jen is watching you right now on YouTube with your kangaroo rat. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. I don't see it.
And I only found him because we've met him, and I knew it was him.
She knows what he looks like because she's met him.
Down through all of these offers they were giving me, and say, "Oh wait, that's him."
That's Blair. I'm going to watch Blair. I see Blair right now, playing with the kangaroo rat. Oh my goodness.
It's too good.
Oh my. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me. Have you had time to answer my question of the day? Those of you giving us a thumbs up, thank you so very much. 296 votes are in and 171 thumbs ups. We need 29 thumbs ups. That's all we need to get to 200 today. Can you help me out, please? Find that thumbs up button and nail it right now. The question of the day is, I think Trump is right. He should get rid of Powell right now. 33% of you agree with that statement. 67% of you do not agree with that comment. That's what I want to know. Let me know. Tell me. What do you think about this? Should he get rid of him or not? If he were able to. And thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. Like I said, we're trying to get to 200 every day. And when we get really close, we kind of get excited. 27 away from 200 thumbs ups. Thank you again. Keep hitting that thumbs up button, guys. Beautiful. Bagel is delicious. Okay. Spare. Thank you, Auntie Jen. That's making it easier. Yeah, kangaroo rat was the best clickbait for 1,000 views.
Well, and he's built this cage for them, and he puts it on a stroller and takes them for a walk. Next thing you know, they'll have their own passports.
Oh my goodness. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. Savage Wall Street. Okay. Last time, 52-week low. Riot. $6 cash secured put. Expiring in September is going for $1.25. More than 20% money back to buy a company that it's going to rip once interest rates are lowered. Worst case, you buy the shares at $4.25. Well, there you go. Giddy up, Philly. Maybe that's $4.75, but nonetheless. Walter Young, I am here, and I just gave you a thumbs up, Bruce. 174. You're on the way to 200. Thank you, Walter Young. Savage Wall Street. That's 3 very different companies doing 3 very different types of business in 3 different markets, different flavors for different tastes. Laugh out loud. Walter Young, you only got 26 to go, and you're going to get 200 thumbs up. Slayer, I'm working on the EU pass right now for those. Walter Young, happy Easter, Auntie Jen. Thank you, Walter Young.
Walter, same to you.
You and your family, thank you all so much. All of you from around the world, happy Easter to all of you. Hopefully it'll be a lovely weekend. And some of you will get, or all of you will be well rested by the time we get back at it on Monday. We survive and we take the extra day off. We're not open tomorrow. We're not on the air tomorrow. Let's enjoy and see how things progress as we start the new week next week, moving even more forward here. At the moment, we're down 608 on the Dow. We're down 733 on S&P. We're down 86 on NASDAQ. Oil is up 88 cents a barrel. That is the story right there. Not a lot to report today, although United Healthcare getting hit, and also Eli Lilly having a good day today. Henry says, I wrote a cash secured put for SoFi. I wrote a $10 cash secured put that expires on May the 30th. I got 80 cents for this thing. So I'm willing to pay $9.20 for SoFi if they want to give it to me. It's right now at 11 or 10.74, and he's willing to pay $9.20 by taking 8% on his money right now. Thank you very much. Susan Shops. Bruce, are you doing classes this weekend? Are you doing any classes? No, I am not. I am exhausted. I'm resting. A Savage of Wall Street, yes, $4.75. I'm obviously an idiot. You're right, Bruce. You get a $1.25 premium on a $6 cash secured put. You pay $4.75. Got it. Good thing this algo does the math for me when I trade. Then my wife can go through the trades one by one. She can put that NBA to work. I'll just keep trading. See, there you go, Walter. Thank you, Savage, for your insight. There you go, everybody. Like I say, we have people making money here on all kinds of option strategies, on all kinds of stocks. It's a question of what turns you on, what turns you off, what agrees with your risk tolerance level, timing, capital requirements. It goes on and on and on. Every year that you're putting into this business, I think you're adding 1,500 years of experience to your ledger. And some of you now, 3-4 years into this game, you are generating thousands of hours of experience now being an option writer. How can you not win against the others? There's no question. You are knocking off dollars from all kinds of people who have no business being here, but they're gamblers, and they're, like Vegas. You've got people going to Vegas betting that shouldn't be going there, but they're dropping their money, having a good time. Well, You gotta take the good times for yourself, and welcome all. Savage of Wall Street says, yes, my risk tolerance is making money. Laughing out loud. There you go. Giddy. And there are 18 classes available for you on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. They're on sale right now. So if you're interested in grabbing some classes and learning how to write options, there's the name of the game. Get 4 classes for the price of 3, $5.99 US. PayPal.com link is down below. Make a donation there. Send me a private email. Tell me the 4 classes you would like, and I'll send you an email with your 4 classes. Start with 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the easiest way to do this. Then take 5, 6, 7, 8, and then take 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16. After you take the first 4 classes and you start writing options, you'll figure out, oh, that's why I should take all 18. Oh, I get it now. This pays. This pays very nicely. I too can do what Credit Savage is doing. I too can do what Beach Boy is doing, what Alberto is doing. I too can do what Walter Young does. I too can do the Savage of Wall Street, Susan Shops, Henry T. Splayer, and others. I too can make my money. Only you can get richer because of you. I don't see anyone knocking on your door going, hi, listen, I noticed you were casually watching Uncle Bruce there. I come into people's houses and help them write stock options. Would you like my help writing stock options? No one's going to knock on your door for that. Nobody. And if you did, someone did knock on your door, would you trust them? What are you, crazy? Welcome to the party. Those of you who've been here a while, you know the regulars here. You know the folks who are here all the time. And right now, if they're commenting right now on this channel, they're members of this channel. These are people paying YouTube to be able to comment on a live YouTuber. They're either paying $10 a month or $25 a month as Gold Bagel members to be here. Is there a reason they do that? Yes, a very good reason they do that. They make money. As simple as that. Savage, hardest thing to learn was patience. Still is the hardest thing to learn. You will make mistakes. Everyone does. Nobody bats 1,000, but the key is to make less mistakes than good trades. First cover call should make you feel like a winner. Exactly right. Exactly right. So many of my viewers, they keep coming back every day and they go, you're not shaking me out of this tree, boy. I am here to win. And I'm going to keep coming back and learning to write and be a better writer every day, every week, every month, every year. And for some of you, it takes a couple of days, a couple of trades, a couple of weeks of trading, a couple of months, and all of a sudden it just hits you like a anvil out of the sky. And you realize, I know now what I'm going to do from here on out. Again, it depends how much time have you got to dedicate to the option game. How much time have you got to watch the market? What are you managing? How many dollars? How busy are you at work? Does your work make you travel a lot? Does your work make you go into Zoom calls during market hours? I don't know. Are you working from home and you can do this along with work at the same time? Each of you are in your own world. Thank you again for letting me know today, some of you. How old are you? Are you a full-timer option writer? When did you become an option writer? How old were you when you started writing options full-time? Did you quit your job, or have you retired a lot sooner than you thought you were going to retire? Congratulations to all of you, no matter how it's worked out for you. Jen and I cannot tell you how much we enjoy hearing from you guys on how your world has completely changed. And those of you who send us messages going, hi, I'm in Barcelona. I'll prove it to you. Here's a selfie. I'm in front of this big church they're still building 200 years out. Uncle Bruce, I'm in Paris. Here's my wife and I in Paris. I'm on a cruise ship. Here's a photo of me on the so-and-so ship. We went to Jakarta. We went to Sydney, Australia. We've gone here. Just want to send you a photo, let you know how much we enjoy being with you all the time. We take you with us wherever we go. I'm writing options no matter where I am. Thank you very much for sending me emails with photos, telling me how you're doing. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. Savage, my first one-on-one with Uncle Bruce, he said that to me. It resonated, it clicked, and I put that to work. Your first covered call should make you feel like a winner. And the sap on the other end like a loser. Boom! There it was right there. Something clicked with you guys to become option writers. Something clicked that makes it work for you. At the end of the day, there's now 176 of you still here. I'm 2 hours and 9 minutes into this show. I still have 170 plus people watching. It's not because it's a burden. You're watching because you're enjoying it, and it's handsomely paying for you, paying to you. You deserve every dime you can extract from this market. With this silliness, this idiocy that's going on in the world right now, you deserve to be paid a lot of money to tolerate it, and it's not coming from your boss at work. I can guarantee you that. This is where you make your money. Bobby Atkinson, maybe the bagel isn't helping today because you're eating it backwards. Maybe maybe that's what you did. Well, we'll figure it out. We're down 4 on S&P. We're down 66 on NASDAQ, down 651 on the Dow. 600 points of that is United Healthcare. One stock made the stock market really take a hit today, but it is what it is. Have a great long weekend, everybody. Please have a nice, long, restful weekend. Thank you again for those of you who've been able to help us out here on the question of the day and helping us out on the thumbs up meter. I cannot emphasize how great this is. We love it. 179 thumbs ups are now in the bin and 21 away from 200. Thank you all. The question of the day, 302 of you have responded with the question of the day. If only I could tie the question of the day to my thumbs up meter and make it an automatic that every time you answer the poll question, I get a thumbs up. That would be really handy, but it doesn't work that way. You have to do a separate maneuver to give me a thumbs up hit. And those of you who take the time and effort to do it, I do appreciate you for that. 303 votes, 33% of you say, I think Trump is right. He should get rid of Powell now. 67% of you saying, no, I don't think so. I think we keep Powell in there and Trump doesn't touch that guy. So it's about a 2-to-1 ratio at the moment. It be what it be. Thank you again all week long, this month, this year, since 2021. Thank you all for being part of this YouTubers world. Appreciate you all again and again a million times over. I see an ad right now for Bank of America. Wow, Bank of America is advertising on my channel. Holy moly, what about that? And then we hosted Windsor in Palm Desert. An ad just popped up. The city of Palm Desert is advertising on my channel. Isn't that something? Amazing. A couple of guys out in nature. There's a guy playing a guitar in the desert. And very artsy kind of thing. The desert song. The city of Palm Desert is advertising on my channel and the Bank of America. Well, what about that, huh? That's pretty interesting. Never would have thought that. Amazing. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining me here. 181 thumbs ups and counting. Keep them coming in. Have a great rest of the weekend. Coming up, 3 days off. We'll see you here Monday morning. And let's see how much richer you guys get between now and then and beyond. I appreciate you. Blair, have a great weekend. Neat. I'm off now. Leaving the house for sure. Savage says it's been a few years and this market does not scare us. Why? Uncle Bruce has taught us to make money on red days and on green days. Why is everyone else in fear and folks here making money? Buy the damn classes. There you go. Andrea, you made it, Bruce. You made it. Bank of America and Palm Desert advertising on your channel. Jeff Glass, it's crazy that 33% think Powell should be fired. It's insane. Savage, you guys have a great long weekend. Have fun with the family and let's keep cool and making money. Have a good one, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. I got to go and make breakfast now. I got to be a house husband here. Andrea, buena Pasqua, everybody. Boeing Tiger, neat. Blair, sounds like someone begging for a sponsorship. Maybe Palm Springs would fix it to your channel. They really should ask, Neat. There you go. Thank you, kids. We'll see you Monday. Jen and I are going to say our goodbyes here in a moment. Larry Titus, have a happy Easter, everybody. Thank you, Larry, for all your help.
Hey, Mary.
All right, guys, in 3, 2, 1, we're going to say bye.